Welcome back, students. In this final video, you're going to be creating a new shape, as you can see here in the pictures, but you're going to be using a combining method. Let's see what that means. So combining, all it really comes down to is that you are going to be combining the use of additive and subtractive method. Realistically, there is no wrong answer, there's just better ones. And for that reason, what we try to do is to eliminate steps where possible to make a model in the fewest number. This really lets us be the most efficient with our time. And in business, time is money. So we're going to go ahead and create this model here that you can see. If you feel confident in your abilities at this point, I want you to pause the video and go try to build it yourself. Use the orthographic drawing in your packet to do this. If you're still feeling kind of uneasy, unsure, you can go ahead and hit play and watch how to do the rest of it. You make the decision, but in either case, have your assignment checked by your teacher when you have finished. Okay, let's go ahead and show you what we're going to do. So step one is all about creating the base shape. And as you can see here, I've already done that. Again, check the orthographic drawing for the sizes of your shape. Now what we're going to do is in step two is I'm going to go ahead and build the shape. So I come into here, I'm going to select Start 2D Sketch. I'm going to choose the top view as my work surface. I'm going to center it so it's easier to see. I'm going to use my rectangle tool. Come down here to the corner. I'm going to draw up. Now you'll see that once I get up here, you'll notice that I have this red line right there, okay? And then what I want is that to come up where it's 5 inches. Now, one of the neat things about Inventor is I can put my dimensions in before right now with these little boxes that are there. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 2 and then hit the tab key. And then I'm going to make sure that that 5 stays there and I'm going to hit the tab key. All right. And here, I'll type that in. You'll notice that there are these little locks on it, and that basically tells me that those dimensions are locked in place, and all I have to do now is click my mouse, and the shape has already been drawn into place. You'll see that the dimensions have already been added. This is really a time saver. So I'm going to hit Escape to just get right out of the tool. I am going to click and drag my dimension outside of my shape, which is a good practice. At this point, I'm going to hit Finish Dimensions. Okay, now I need to extrude it. If I go back to my drawing, okay, I can see how tall I'm going to do that for. And go ahead and select Extrude, and I'm going to do that for that. And I hit Enter. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next shape. From here, I'm going to cut out this rectangular prism from the top view. So here, this in step 3. Now, bring me back to here. I'm going to start 2D Sketch. I'm going to select the top view. Again, centering it. I'm going to select my rectangle tool. Now I'm going to bring my mouse over top of that line. And I'm going to draw a shape. At this point, it doesn't have to be any particular size because I'm going to add those dimensions now. So I'm going to go ahead and go from this edge to this edge, and I'm going to get a dimension. So this is going to position it in its depth. I want that to be 2 inches. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to size the actual size of the rectangle. And that should be 1 dimension, or excuse me, 1 inch. Now, I need to go from that corner to that corner. Now it doesn't want to give it to me like that, so let's do it a little bit different. It doesn't like that either. We're just going to let it go ahead and go for right now. I'm going to hit Finish Sketch. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude. I'm going to choose my shape. I'm going to change it to cut. And then I'm going to select OK. So now I'm almost there. The last part of this is step 4. Step 4 shows that this sketch is actually being done on the right view. You could also do it from the top view, but the dimensions that are shown here are from the right. So let's go ahead and do it as seen. I'm going to go ahead and select 2D sketch. I'm going to come over and choose the right view here. Now you'll notice that the graph paper is back here on the surface of which I clicked. These surfaces that are forward don't have graph paper on them. So it's just one of those ways of knowing what surface you selected. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a rectangle. And I'm going to dimension it. From here to here should be 1 inch. The overall shape of my object is supposed to be 3. Okay, and now I got to locate it on here. So if I zoom in really tight, you'll notice that the top of my rectangle is not actually on the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, click. It's not what well, we need that one. Cancel. Actually, we don't need that one. There. Okay. We want that dimension to be 0. Okay, and what you'll notice is that it actually brings it up. Then we want this right here, this dimension, to be 1 inch. I go ahead and zoom out so you can see it. So what we now have is that we have 4 dimensions. We have one for height, we have one for width, and we have one for location. But we also have that this is 0 distance off of the corner. I'm going to hit Finish Sketch, extrude again, select my box. I'm going to use my cut command. Okay. Now, one of the things here that always we've been choosing is distance. There is a command to what's called to next. I'm going to select that, which will take me right to the back of my object. Then I'm going to select OK, and there it is. We have now completed a combined model using both additive and subtractive methods. I hope this was helpful. Hopefully you